What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. You are now tuned into the Relationship Theater. I'm your host, Cornell Dane, and I'm going to just do a quick video, kind of keep my promise in doing one video per day. Not just for this channel. I have another channel, which many of you don't know about. I wasn't supposed to mention that, but look for it. But this is going to be quick. And so, anyway, the idea is that many a times in relationships, at least when we hear it talked about, the narrative is always serious. The women are serious, the men are serious, the men are expecting this to happen and it to be this way and you to conform to this, and there's no bend in that. There's no malleability in that. And the women are feeling the same way. And what if we kind of turned that on its head and we did something counterintuitive? Instead of being overly serious about everything in these relationships that we're in, what if we started to play? What if we made it more playful, more fun? You know, a lot of the guys that I've seen on social media, again, I'm taken, so I live vicariously through these other men online who are able to play with different women, who are able to do different things that maybe I can't do. Not that I want to or anything like that, but it's just, it's fun to reminisce of on the time when you were single or young or a football player it's kind of like that. It's fun to look at someone in a position that you once held and say, that's a good job, young man, or maybe I should have done that when I was his age. But there's this guy who, I don't know if he's a tumbler or a yoga instructor or what he's into, but he invites these beautiful women who know nothing about gymnastics or tumbling or what have you, and he lays on his back and he tells them to do certain things, and he contorts them and manipulates them and makes them do a flip in the air with his feet. And these women, you could tell the playfulness of, I don't even know if this guy's intending to do this. I don't know where this thing goes after the camera turns off, but you can look at the women and tell that they're stimulated. You can tell that they are engaged completely in what it is that he's doing. And you can tell that there's a certain level of respect that he's achieved that he didn't have to start. But he achieves a certain level of respect from these women that you don't normally see in everyday life, that many other people find hard to achieve, even in relationships that they've been in for a long time. And so I say this to say, is it possible that we've got it all wrong about relationships? Is it possible that we should be pinching more booties? Is it possible that we should be kissing our wives in front of our children a lot more? Is it possible that we should be wrestling our wives? Or we should be attacking our wives in a playful manner in front of the children, or not in front of the children, especially if this is supposed to lead somewhere, maybe the children aren't involved. But it's important for the children to see this. Is it important to involve the children in the playfulness? And what does this do? Does this release or reduce stress, not just in the relationship in the home, but does it make it so that returning home after a long day's work is more rewarding? Does it make the atmosphere more comfortable for you, for the children, for the wife, for the family? Not all of us are married. Not all of us have significant others. But even if you don't have someone that you're with, is it possible that you can be playful and more imaginative of what it would be like to have someone significant in your life. Uh, this advice might be better for women than it is for men, but are you going to bed in a negligee? Are you enjoying kind of like the same sort of intimate one-on-one time that you would with a significant other? And what some of these things do is they invite certain outcomes. When you do that as a single person, it reduces stress as well. It might even, in a way, improve communication because you're acting on something that you actually want. You want this type of atmosphere, and so you create it even if the person isn't there. It is already there for them to walk into. You've created this world for this person to participate in, even though they aren't there. So when someone walks through the door into this world that you've created as a woman or as a man, and you can see that too. I'll give an example of the men as well. But when they walk into this atmosphere, they will feel it right away. And if they aren't a fit, they will excuse themselves. So, but you see this all the time. Sometimes I see TikToks where there's a young man, he's cleaning his house and he's praying for breeze on the pillows or something. He's got a little machine or something that has essential oils that, it just blasts different fragrances and aromas throughout the house. And you're like, this man is preparing this space for something wholesome. He's inviting something godly, angelic into this space, and the woman is as well. So you have to play around. You have to play that role. Don't be so serious. Invite it in a playful manner. Seduce it. Charm it into existence. Back to the people who actually have a partner too. It might improve communication. I know with my children, right? They are a lot more open to correction, to discipline. They're a lot more open to doing their homework when we play. When it's serious, they stress. There's a certain degree of anxiety. There's a worry that they'll fail. And they end up not doing as well as they might have done if it was just a game. They don't look forward to it when it's not playful. And so I'm advocating that we start playing again. That we start doing the opposite of being serious. There's way too much seriousness because life is way too short. I mean, you got to be serious a little bit, of course, but if we're honest, we could all use a bit more playfulness in our lives. So, do that today. Try the opposite of what you've been told by these red pill gurus. Men, do it differently. Play around. And I'm not saying be promiscuous. I'm saying play. I'm saying be someone who makes it a game, make someone else laugh. I'll give you an example. Here's two examples. I've got one of my best friends. He likes to, if we go to, let's say we go to like Home Depot, and I got two really good friends that do this. My bestest best friend does it as well. But he will go to Home Depot and he'll always ask for a discount. He knows that the person is not going to give a discount, but in a way he empowers them. In a way, he just makes them kind of breaks the monotony of, that the exchange of money and, scanning the item. He just makes them laugh. Breaks the tension a little bit. And sometimes, believe it or not, we've actually gotten a discount. Right? Not a lot of times, but it's happened before. My best friend, this guy is just always inviting. It's not a seduction type of thing, quite, but he's just always laughing. He's always smiling. He's never closed off. His energy is open, and I've learned a lot from the way he carries himself because I'm stealing everything from these guys. As a matter of fact, today, for my business, I have some continuing education that I have to do, and I call up the company that's going to do it for me, and these people have a promo code, and it's like patron 25, which is 25% off. I said, "Are you sure patron 45 won't work?" And the lady thought that was hilarious. And it really broke the tension. It made the conversation go a little bit longer, even though it wasn't a sales call or anything from me. But it's just a lesson in making it a game, making it fun, making it memorable. Because we only remember the things. We only remember the different poles of those feelings. Either it's super fun or it's super tragic and traumatic. Those are the kind of the things we remember. Everything else in the middle, we forget about. So I'm just making a case. It's something to think about. But let's play a little more. Have fun. Encourage creativity and growth. Reduce stress. Build trust by not taking everything so seriously. Peace.